Hey everyone, it's Ryzen, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Well, before we take on the boss, there's a little bit of fusing that I want to do. And to do this, we're going to need Wapo. How's my Nandi? Nope, don't have it. So, Oberon. And Yomotsu Shikome. We are fusing Nandi again, but he needs 8 moves, and that's why I'm refusing him. Now, you need to be level 55 to do this, the way I'm doing this, in order to get all the moves I want on it. And, yeah. Doesn't really matter what you transfer, just make it. We need 8 moves total on Nandi, which we should get pretty easily. Especially with the Starlink started. Which should... No, should give us a couple levels. Yep. It'll pick up that cool breeze move. Awesome. I'll register that so it's an 8 move Nandi. If for whatever reason your Nandi can't get 8 moves, well, I guess learn the total set of moves for Yomotsu Shikome and use it again. I think that would give you 8 moves by default. Because I transferred 4 there, I think. I don't know. I barely pay attention sometimes to what I'm doing. Alright, now we need Thoth and Taraka. Yeah, just, you know, speaking my mouth off here and, forgetting what I did 2 seconds ago. That's usually how it works. And I need Taraka. Where are you? Come on, I know I fused you. There you are. Fused it for something, I forget. Whatever. Let's fuse Triangle Fusion, Thoth, Nandi, and Taraka. That will give us another persona that I need for this fusion here. Obviously, I'll post this in the video description. That'll give us Jatayu. And once again, it does not matter what you transfer, so just make it. Jatayu is the reason why I need to be level 55. It's also a completely worthless persona because it's weak to Pierce and Lightning. Yeah, it sucks. Never ever use Jatayu for normal combat. It is not very good. I don't even think its stats are very good for its level. Oh, magic stats not bad. The agility stats good. But agility doesn't really seem to affect that much in the game other than hit rate. And even then, level seems far more of a factor along with the... Oh, that's a pretty high level ability. Let's get rid of a lower level ability for that. Yeah, it can become immune to its own electric weakness, but it still has the pierce weakness, and a physical attack weakness is far worse than a magic weakness. Because every enemy, nearly every enemy in the game has one of those 3 physical elements as an attack, so... Yeah, I would be careful of that. Try to avoid that if you could. So now I'm going to need Take-Mikazuchi and Nekomata, oddly enough. So let's go ahead and get him. You'll need another 300,000 for this, by the way. Which, again, should not be a problem. And this time I actually do want to transfer something. Take-Mikazuchi and Mithra. And all I want to transfer is Elec Boost, which... Or... No, yeah, Take-Mikazuchi and Nekomata will give us Mithra. And I want Elec Boost, I got it, pretty easy. Transfer away. I don't care to register that Mithra because... Well, the Mithra I had before was better than this, so... I'm not going to register this one. Something's gonna happen to Dia? Sure. Change to auto Rakukaja. Wow. How completely worthless. So now I want to fuse Jatayu with Succubus and Mithra. You could register Succubus, but my Succubus was already registered at its highest, or the last level it learned an ability at. So yeah, I want to just leave it alone as such. But I want to transfer the following abilities: Growth 3, Zionga, and Elec Boost. Mazio will probably transfer, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Now, the hardest thing to transfer is that growth ability. And, yeah. But Zionga should be almost guaranteed. So really not that hard of a fusion to do. And I got it! Alright, Zionga, Elec Boost, and Growth 3. Awesome. We want to get rid of Mazionga when we can, though. But yeah, Mazio will not interfere with the fusion later down the road. Mazionga, however, will. So, I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of it right away. Yeah, because we're going to want that Ziodyne eventually as well. So, essentially, you're going to want to replace Zionga and Mazionga eventually, and we're going to want to learn all of Dionysus' abilities anyway. He's not too useful, really. Well, he's okay, but he'll be useful for fusing a better persona later on. So, yeah, make sure that when you can, get rid of Mazionga and Zionga. But we need Zionga right now, sadly, because of the mini-boss coming up. So, that one was intensive. So, I'm going to save. And we got one more that I want to fuse. Okay, I'm back. And one other thing. The reason why it has Growth 3, which gives a persona 100% of the experience it would normally get if it was the persona you had equipped at the end of a battle, is so that it will learn all of its abilities without me having to go out of my way to do so. Very, very useful for Dionysus. Which I basically just want to use him as a bridge for later on. Now, this next one I don't have to fuse right now, but I'm going to anyway. I want Nandi and Flauros. I will need to fuse him for the full moon, so I might as well do it now. Where's Flauros? Oh, come on, Flauros. Stop hiding from me. Really, Flauros? Too many personas in the game. Oh, I already have Flauros? Why do I already have Flauros? Oh, probably because I was using him. Yeah, I was using him. That's right. Okay. Cool. Well, I could register him, but he probably already was registered as last ability. I should check that, damn it. Yes, he was, okay. Okay, so let's fuse Nandi and Flauros. That will give us Parvati. Now, even though I got this persona in shuffle time, I think off-screen, I still want to fuse it because I want it to have a full set of moves. I used to use Parvati as an ice persona. She's not bad. The problem with her is that she is weak to fire, and that's not good, like, at all. I mean, she does have Bufala and Ma Bufala, but why would I use a ice persona weak to fire when I have Leanan's Shi? And Leanan's Shi actually has better magic than Parvati. Believe it or not, the magic growth that Leanan's Shi has is rather ridiculous. It's really good for its level. So, yeah, it learns dodge fire, which... okay, what the hell's the point of that? Sure. Oh, and eventually it learns Bufudyne. But really, the difference between Bufala and Bufudyne is almost negligible. It's ridiculous. The only reason I'm not staying with the level 1 single targets is because it's way too much work to go for both the level 1 attack alls and the level 1 single targets. And I do want the higher level single target spells for the bosses, so yeah, it's just too much work to do all that. So I think I'm going to need Take-Mikazuchi again. Well, I know I am, but I think I have to buy him. Yep, that's what I thought. Man, I've fused him a lot. Or used him for fusions a lot. So we want Parvati, Leanan Shi, and Take-Mikazuchi. And that will give us Kurama Tengu. And I want to transfer Elec Boost. That's the only thing I care to transfer. It should be really easy. There it is. And fuse away. I don't need Elec Boost, but it is good for the end of the fusion, so I might as well. It'll help out against the full moon boss. It's not completely necessary, but I think it's worthwhile. Pretty easy to get it on there anyway. Cruel attack, yeah, sure. Get rid of, I don't know, Tarunda? Nah. Get rid of Rakukaja, I guess. Yeah, he gets rid of his electric weakness. I never really used Kurama Tengu. He's one of those weird personas that's not really an elemental persona, so what's the point? Physical personas really aren't that good, if he even is a physical persona. I don't even know what he is. In fact, he could be a bad status persona, which also sucks. But yeah, we'll register him. And I actually need Kusi Mitama back. Yeah, I will need Kingu, but I want to fuse Kingu. I got him from Shuffle Time. Oh, it's a fortune. Of course it is. Come on, Kusi Mitama, where are you? There you are. Man, these fusions take forever. I'm still taking on the boss today. So Kusi Mitama and Kurama Tengu, that will give us Kingu. Do I want to transfer anything? Well, obviously I want to transfer Elec Boost. Yep, there it is, Elec Boost. I don't know why I gave it Wind Boost as well, but whatever. Now that Virus Breath ability that it can learn, that is technically considered a debuff in the game, or a crowd control status ailment thing. I don't know why it's considered that, but that's what it is. It's basically gravity on the whole enemy, like the Demi spell from Final Fantasy games. I think it does like 1/4 of everyone's HP, but it almost always misses because it has the same accuracy as a freaking crowd control status ailment in the game. So what the hell's the point? There's like one instance where that might be useful, and I still won't care at that point, so oh well. Oh, it poisons too. Whoop-de-doo. Get rid of that Wind Boost. I don't want that interfering. And finally, after I register Kingu here, I want to get Thoth back. So let's get Thoth. And finally, let us... Did I register Kingu? Yeah. Okay, so let's fuse Kingu with Thoth. That will give us Thor. Now, all I care to transfer here is Meteorama and Elec Boost. Really, Meteorama's the only thing I really care about, but yeah, it's so easy to get it. Why not go out of your way for Elec Boost? It's such a low-level ability. Now this is the Mighty Thor, the ultimate chariot persona in the game. You must have maxed Kazushi's Link in order to fuse it, which if you've been following me, you have. And I call Thor the Full Moon Boss Destroyer for October. Yeah, he's the 12th Shadow Destroyer. He's really, really good for it because he is immune to strikes. You need a persona that is immune to strikes for that boss. Trust me, it is not negotiable. The wind weakness will not matter. I don't care about the lightning weakness either. I don't care about that either. But he should pick up... Does he pick up Elec Amp? He might not. No, he doesn't. That's why I wanted Elec Boost. So I'm going to register him. Now I want to keep him around. Really, Thor is not that good, to be honest. His default moveset is rather bad. And even his stats are only okay. I mean, there's a much, much better Ultimate Lightning Persona than him. But he is very useful for one particular boss, which is the Full Moon boss, in the near future. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go a little long because I want to take on the boss and finish everything in Tartarus on this episode. But let's save first. Okay, I'm back, and I'll buy back Personas I need later. Whatever, I'll see what I need for the full moon. But just start with Genbu. I have the party set up with Yukari, Akihiko, and Aigis. I think that's the best party to use for this boss. And let's go up to floor 160. Make sure, of course, you have Genbu equipped by default. And bring Dionysus along, and that's really all you need. Also, you'll notice that Dionysus has Mind Charge. Again, like Power Charge, it doubles the damage of your next magic spell. Unfortunately, you waste a turn doing it, so yeah, what the hell is the point? Why not just attack twice? And again, do not tell me it's 2.5. It is not. I have personally tested it. It is 2.0. And
its arcana is strength. This won't be easy.
Due to how the damage is calculated in Persona 3, there's like a damage variation. And it favors the lower end of the spectrum, which means, sadly, you do about 1.8 to 1.9 times damage, which means it hurts your DPS. The only possible purpose is it's slightly cheaper than a level 4 spell to do Mind Charge level 4 instead of level 4, but who cares? I mean, if SP's really going to be a problem, just use a Precious Egg or a Soma or something. There's no reason to hamper your DPS like that. SP's almost never a problem, and in the battles it is. We're going to use Zionga here, by the way. It's going to be a problem no matter what you do, so you might as well just get all the DPS you can. Let's see. I think we all want them on heal support, right? Yeah, I guess we'll buff, Akihiko will debuff, and Yukari will heal. And we want to use Zionga.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
So, I mean, I'll show you, I guess. So, that's 100 and... well, we'll say 120 to make it easier. Oh, I hope she doesn't debuff the enemy's defense. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that would be annoying. I'd use Power Charge. But yeah, don't worry about that Power Charge. Anyway, this guy absorbs fire, resists slash, blocks pierce, repels strikes, has Vile Assault, Deathbound, Miragidyne, Power Charge, Marakunda, High Counter, and a Strike Attack. I'll use... Here, I'll set you two to Full Assault for this one turn. And I will show you how useless Mind Charge is. And I'll still have my buffs on, so that'll be good. Oh, I could have left Aigis alone, but oh well, I forgot I had the auto buffs. Yeah, Aigis is only here for buffing because she really can't hurt the guy. I mean, she could, but yeah. Anyway, the boss has a pierce attack. I think Violet still does pierce, so Aigis is here because of that, plus a buffing, so that's good. Now I did 120 with that Zionga. Now I'll do it again. Please hit. 226. 120 plus 120 is 240. I just dealt less damage than if I had attacked twice. Yeah. And I tested Mind Charge and Power Charge like 6 times each. Both unpower charged, mind charged, and power charged and mind charged. And I tested the same ability against the same enemies. And I did it like 6 times on each enemy. I think I used the enemies in the first block. Yeah, so that I would have the highest damage range possible. And I used every enemy that could be found on the first floor.
Don't mess with me.
And yeah, the results were very disappointing. I've heard they fixed it in Persona 4. Oh, crap.
Why, you little... Please, be careful. Providing assistance.
Thanks, Aegis. I wish you had used heal, or diorama. I was gonna say like heal beam. Like, whoops, wrong game. Will Aegis survive that? Or Hikari? Yeah.
Help me.
I wish you would have used Meteorama there, but whatever. I have Meteorama. Oh no, I don't have Meteorama with Dionysus. Okay, who cares? Just keep going with Zionga. And we'll take this guy out.
Proceeding.
And Power Charge works the exact same as Mind Charge, only for physical attacks. Oh, and it is not dispelled if you don't do an attack that, well, won't use the effect. And it can't be dispelled manually, which is nice, so... In other words, if I use Mind Charge and I use a physical attack, I still have Mind Charge in effect. So that can be nice, but... whatever. Essentially, the only time you'd ever want to use Mind Charge is if there's literally nothing else for you to do. And Power Charge, there is never a reason to use Power Charge. I looked really hard for a reason to use Power Charge, and I found no reason to do so. There is no enemy that it is good against. Mind Charge at least has a couple of uses. So you do want to hang on to it for Dionysus, but it'll never actually be used on Dionysus. If you played the game before, you know which boss I care to use it on. Well, there's two bosses actually, but one of them's optional.
Summoning persona.
Good job, Aegis. Not sure why you're, There we go. Yeah, keep his attack down. Good. Ow. Yeah, this guy's pretty brutally powerful, but who cares? Plus, I'm such a high level that his damage is really mitigated. And that's another reason why I wanted to be level 55, to counter his power charge. Because I'm such a high level, he has such a damage penalty against me that it's pretty awesome. Because normally he'd be doing what he was doing to my party members to the main character, and that's not good.
Hang in there.
I mean, if I was a lower level,
Defense weakened. Please be careful.
I wouldn't even be able to use Dionysus. Because I wouldn't be able to fuse it with Jatayu. At least not this Dionysus. Yeah, I guess we'll use some useless buffs from time to time, but whatever. Can't really do anything about that. Oh no! Actually, Power Charge Heat Wave is pretty damn powerful, so we gotta watch out for that.
Defeat it.
Especially if it crits. That's the only thing that might kill me. A Power Charge critical Heat Wave. Or Vile Assault.
Summoning persona.
Yeah, there you go, I guess. She'll prioritize buffing the main character, which is why I like the single target buffs. Since I only care to be,
Senpai is unconscious.
Ow! At least she'll always start with a buff on the main character, and then she'll go from there. Let's bring her back. Well, yeah, that hit percentage buff and debuff is very, very good. I don't care about his magic.
Hang in there.
Why didn't you use Recon? Well, that was weird. Whatever, I'll use a Revival Beam.
Initiating summon sequence.
Thank you, Aegis. Really? You're gonna spam Power Charge now?
Hang in there.
Again, the only reason Power Charge is deadly when an enemy uses it is because we have such a lower HP total that it might one-shot you. It still works the exact same otherwise for them. Oh boy, his attack is not down. Well, whatever. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Summoning persona.
My defense is up anyway. Not heat wave. Oh, that wasn't so bad at all.
Hang in there.
Huh. Oh well. I'll take it.
I won't lose.
I thought he was dead. Cool. Defense down. One more shot ought to do it. Okay, really?
Initiating summon sequence.
Come on. I guess we'll counter that with a nice Rakukaja. Oh, by the way, if you use the opposite buff to counter a debuff, all they do is cancel out. You don't get the buff. You actually have to cast it a second time to get the buff. The same applies if you do it to an enemy. There we go. Got him. Yeah, he's pretty easy if you have my preparations.
Good job, everyone.
And we get a nice bit of experience for Dionysus. I mean, he would have gotten it anyway, because of Growth 3, but I had him equipped anyway. He'll still get the experience from Shuffle Times as well, with, that Growth 3 ability. From, you know, experience cards. Let's just go up to the top, hand in the old document, read it, and call it a day. I wonder if we're near the top. You'd think we'd be pretty close. But we'll find out. Kind of figured that out already, Fuka. But thanks for caring. Oh wow, we got 127,000 yen there. Yeah, I mean, the game just starts throwing yen at you like it's freaking candy. It's ridiculous. I will need 1,000,000 yen soon, but even that is not a problem anymore. Where is it? There it is. That's gotta be it, right? Can't be another floor, I don't think. Oh. Well, this looks like the top of the tower, but yeah, there's nothing here. Well, that's disappointing. Like, really? There's nothing at the top of this big tower? There's just a platform? Wow. So we wasted our time coming up to the top of this tower. Well, that's just silly. I guess they couldn't figure out a legitimate story reason to have you do this, huh? Oh well. Let's just read old document 7. Shadows inside them? What? Huh. Well, that's weird. Nah, I'm sure that's nothing. Let's just go. Oh well, I guess we've explored all of Tartarus at this point. Huh. Well, I guess we really are approaching the end of the game. I thought the game was going to be longer than this. He says as he's got 60 hours on the game clock. Who knows, Fuka? Who knows? Let's hand in the quest. And I think that'll be it. Well, I have to accept the quest first. Where are you? 7th old document. Oh, no, actually accept it. And hand it in. Well, at least we know Tartarus is only 4 blocks now. Oh, I should register Dionysus just because. I'll look at what I have to buy and I'll buy back the personas I need for in between episodes. If I even need to buy any. I don't know. Well, I'll need some for social links. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. This is Ryzen. Thanks for watching. Take care.